one thing I really love about the Latinos and the Hispanic culture is they ride it out.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't watch in prison's nothing to glorify. Anybody watching this, if you go to prison, you're a loser.
There you go.
Okay? Prison was just a profound blessing to me because I educated myself there. But I watched the Hispanics, right? 30 and 40 year sentences.
Get away.
Every visitation they there. Letters, support, everything there. The black man, oh man, you be lucky to get a good year.
Yeah, but hold on.
I have a question. I want to reply
That's
to
just through
him.
my experience, though. Don't crucify me.
I
Don't
want to
crucify
reply
me.
to
In
you.
defense of the black woman,
I want to reply to you.
Julio ain't as reckless with it as the black man is. Julio ain't gonna try
Thank
to
you
fuck your
very
sister.
much.
They gonna try to fuck your sister. He gonna try to fuck your mama. He gonna try to fuck
lot
your
more
cousin.
things. A lot more
The
things.
nigga
I
gonna
got
try
a lot
to.
more
So
things.
now Julio ain't gonna do all that. So just in defense, and then when Julio get out, Julio gonna come home every night to Angelica. Leroy, he ain't gonna come home every night. Leroy going out to gang to his buddy, hang out with his busting. When he come back in, he ain't got no job, he ain't got no money. At least Julio gonna get up with his work boots on and go to work. Leroy ain't waking up in the morning.
That's it's in a man's nature. Now, I'm not glorifying infidelity, but it's in a man's nature to deal with multiple women.
Hold on.
Back to
But
biblical
Leroy ain't
times.
gonna have a job. Leroy gonna have Michael Jordan tennis shoes instead of work boots.
What about Aaron the plumbers? It's Aaron the plumbers out there that got jobs, that got trades, that got college educations.
That's one out of 50 black men.
Yeah.
One out of
ain't
every
lying.
50
You
black
ain't-
men
hold
got
on.
a trade.
But Charleston, just to put it back on women now.
Yeah.
Who's choosing these Leroys?
Oh,
They
well,
are.
hold on.
That's
Listen.
a kind of.
The same way you guys are choosing these
Hold on,
girls.
listen. When all
made a
the
mistake.
fruit,
We
when
made a
all the
mistake.
fruit is low
We all
hanging,
missing.
Yeah.
how you not go pick low hanging fruit?
So, okay.
All the fruit is low hanging, so it ain't the women, it's the boys' mamas.
Yes,
The
return to
boys' mamas
sender.
is raising these boys up not to like girls.
Yes.
And sending them outside to come play with at school, and he don't like girls based on their mamas.
Now you hit a root cause in there.
It ain't the girls, homie. It's
Yo,
the
fresh
niggas.
chat.
Because you gotta think, for homie, at least for 20 years, we had a generation of black men that says we don't love these things. But so you gotta think, in a rap video, a woman just walking through, sexy, pretty, and shake up champagne and pour it all in her hair. This was the culture, homie.
Yeah.
We've been mistreating women for 20 years. Ain't shit.
I want to
Think about
elaborate
this.
on what Plumber said when you
Think
said
about this. But and tricks. So we started treating them like that. Then it ain't no fun if the homie can't
That's all I'm gonna listen to.
So then you got a whole new generation that come with bros before.
Oh, yeah.
You got a whole generation of kids that's raised with a mindset of bros before hoe, meaning I die for my homeboy before I take a woman out on a date. So then we be riding in the car with the concept of bro before hoe. One of us got a girlfriend we just met. We on the back seat in the phone talking to her. What to do? God, you back there caking with them. Shame you. Shame you for talking to a woman. You better not be playing no love song. What say, oh man, you listen to that music. This singing about loving a woman, this talking about killing somebody, going to prison. Which
That's
one
facts.
gave music? So we our boys' minds up. We don't even like girls.
Now, hold on, before you start. Now, who controls the media? The
We're not
black
talking
man
about the
don't
media.
control none of that.
We talking about
We have
mama.
no control.
We talking about mama.
We have no control over what's being publicized.
Listen, I never heard my mama play a rap song. I never heard my mom play a rap song. We used to have to sneak and go listen to it. So even though the media is giving us music, who is cutting on the radio station when you go to school? Your mama. Who is cutting on the television at home? Your mama. So let's not look at the media and look at what was played in your household.
But Charleston, just to add to his point here, the media is controlled by who?
I'm not coming to give out who controls the media. Listen, the media.
If we want to get to the root cause,
The media have always controlled. Listen, the media have always controlled. But you know what? It was a black parent saying, "Cut that off. You're not playing it in my house." I'm gonna give down what the media. I'm gonna give down what the white media is playing on television. You change that
Now,
TV.
brother,
So hold this. So right now they got stuff on television. My children have never seen stuff in the household because I'm gonna turn it. Even though it's on television, not in this household.
Thank you.
I want this brother to speak. Let me just, Brother, please tell them what is COINTELPRO and how that affected our people.
Well, I mean, she got Project Mockingbird as well. You know, Project Mockingbird is even worse.
Oh, please enlighten me. I don't even know about Mockingbird, but I know about COINTELPRO. Very passionate about it.
So there's two things. Hollywood, when Hollywood was created, it only existed for like 6 years until the CIA came in and they started funding all the Hollywood movies. Hollywood actually went bankrupt only like 6 years in. And the CIA and the government started to fund it to start making these movies, but they had to put in 20% propaganda. As more time went on, up until the 1960s, Project Mockingbird was created, where they had to almost incorporate propaganda into everything that we hear and see. The interesting thing about Project Mockingbird, unlike most of our projects, it never officially ended. Which means if it never officially ended, the government could, in theory, still keep inactive in everything that we hear and see. Because when a government operation is over, they solidify it and end it. But Project Mockingbird, if you look it up, it'll show that the creation date to present. So everything that you hear and see is being manipulated by the CIA. It's propaganda first, entertainment second.
So let me just say. So let me bring it down a little bit further.
Okay.
Let's take the CIA out of that and whatever propaganda it is. Where did your mom and daddy meet at? And what condition did your mom and daddy in to have you that the CIA didn't know your mama was going to meet your daddy at this club? The CIA didn't know your daddy was a lion and he was going to woman around the corner and have another baby and you was going to be the outside baby. The CIA didn't have nothing to do with that, with why your mom and daddy broke up. Whoever molested you, the CIA don't have nothing to do with that. How your grandmother treated you and mistreated your other cousin because your mother, the CIA had nothing to do with that. Your childhood trauma has nothing to do with the CIA, Hollywood, and why your abandonment from your father. Come on now, that's where your pain and your trauma lies. Right there, where the conditions you was born in. Well, the conditions you were now hold on, let me tell you. So the conditions you were born in, based on your choice and decisions to go do this, the CIA had nothing to do with what you like to do.
Well, can I add though, real quick? The environment that we live in, or we're put in, is set up by people.
No. When your mama met your daddy and she had on that outfit, listen, because the attraction of how your mom and daddy mate has nothing to do with the powers to be.
But hold on. How do I know what's beautiful and what's not?
No. Listen. What makes my listen? The government ain't got nothing to do with what makes my get hard. Let's not do that, man. Come on now. The government ain't got nothing to do when I see your. The government ain't got nothing to do with when I'm calming, and I decide to calm in her and pull out rather than use a rubber. The government ain't got nothing to do with that.
You're true.
Okay.
It goes to choices and decisions, homie.
Choices, yeah.
You being irresponsible with your. Come on now. The government ain't got nothing to do with that. That's where it starts at. So when your mama gonna tell your daddy, I'm pregnant, the CIA ain't got nothing to do with your daddy when you say, that ain't my baby. The CIA ain't got nothing to do with that. Homie, look at your mother and your father, and it starts from there. Look at their mother and their father. Look at their mother and their father.
But these are learned behaviors.
No. All of us know right from wrong. When we go to school from pre-K, we know right from wrong. We know nothing. No. I know if I hit you, that's wrong. I know if I steal, that's wrong. No matter what I do wrong, the government has nothing to do with who taught me right from wrong.
Let me ask you a question.
Let's go.
Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Let's not talk about it. Before I know the law, grandmama and mama come in here and say, who broke that? Hold on, just be quiet. Who broke that? And all of us cousins looking at each other. Man, I ain't gonna say nothing. And we all get a whooping because we didn't tell the truth.
I'm a snitch.
Let's not go. We don't even know about snitching.
Preaching these very specific scenarios. It's like
let's not make it. Homie, listen. Our ancestors before built Black Wall Street. They built all these other things before us under worse conditions. They had no excuses that we're using today.
Black Wall Street in Tulsa?
No,
Black Wall Street, we're talking about Black Wall Street in Tulsa, right?
So listen, so didn't you know telling a lie? Hold on, and they built it right after. They built it right after. You check history. And it's still open right now.
And it's nothing like it was today.
It is like it is today. It's just black people not going.
I live in Tulsa.
No. I just went 6 months ago and it's still vibrant. It's still, so hear me out. So when you know you tell a lie, that's wrong, right?
Correct.
Shame the devil.
No.
You can hear me out, but you're not giving anyone the opportunity to hear them out.
When we come out of our houses, you mean to tell us our parents didn't teach us right from wrong? Where we know we got this education, we can excel. No matter what barriers that was placed before us, we was always taught we can overcome those barriers, right? Yeah. What excuses we using today then?
History.
Well, there's feminism. There's government control programs. There's also social media. Listen, I'm just saying, Charleston, at some point you got to say, as a parent, I couldn't do so much because when it goes to the school.
My daughter graduated 15 years old, homie. I don't know what excuses y'all talking about.
No, I'm just saying this.
At a white school,
as a good parent, that's great to have.
Her mama was a stripper, and I played pimp the third part of her life.
Wait, what?
Her mama was a stripper. I was a pimp the third part of her life. I don't know what excuse y'all talking about. I was a pimp, and her mama was a stripper the first 5 years. So I don't know what excuse y'all talking about on why we can't excel.
The argument is that like you're right. Choice is apparent. Everyone has a choice. That is true. However, added to choice is also distractions, government funding, and of course propaganda.
I mean,
so you got to choose between what's right, what's true, what's not true, and what's a lie.
And I know a guy with 2 murder cases at 15 years old, put his wife through nursing school, and his kids are doing wonderful. And I don't know what excuses can stop him from doing what he want to do when his mind is made up to do it.
I agree with you. You can do anything that you want to do. However, most people are sheep, and NPCs only can do what they know how to do, which is follow people. So in that respect, those people are dumb, of course, but like that's just how society, things are.
And then when you speak of blacks, it could be argued that, I mean, yeah, you can choose to do anything, but there's a reason why they selected the black race for this type of propaganda for the first place.
Yeah.
Prior to 1964.
How y'all make it then?
Wow.
How y'all the only niggas that how y'all make it niggas can't then?
So yeah, there's always going to be people that make it, but there were more. There were more. We had cities. Even Central Park used to be called Seneca Village. They destroyed Central Park and put it up for trees and tell us it's for oxygen. They destroyed everything about our history because we had a higher marital rate, we had a higher birth rate, and there were more. I mean,
okay. So what about your family history? Who destroyed your family history? Who's stopping you from going to learn about your mother's mother, your grand? What about your family? Who have destroyed your family history?
Our history been hidden from us. Our history been. We don't know our true identity.
Y'all keep saying
we don't know where to start.
I know mine.
Where do I start?
know mine.
That's a good question.
Lucille Helton. I know mine. Lucille Helton. Probably. Hold on. Listen. Hold on.
Compton gangbanger.
Do you?
That don't know where to start. He don't know his ass.
Hold on. This is where it started with your mama and your daddy. You don't listen to any of us.
This is where it started.
They don't know nothing.
It started with your mama and your daddy. Okay. You don't know your mama and your daddy?
They third generation
their mama and their daddy.
members.
Your mama and your daddy.